I am terrified.
Borrego Springs residents gathered outside the downtown San Diego courthouse early this morning to voice their concerns about sexually violent predator Douglas Badger being placed in their community.
It's a mother's worst nightmare to know that you're being put in a situation where you're unable to protect your children.
Terry Kalmeyer lives across the street from the house where state officials want to put Badger.
My daughter here is with me today. She's one of my three. She's deaf. She cannot hear. She could not hear footsteps coming up behind her. She couldn't hear an SVP at her bedroom window at night. It is absolutely terrifying, and it is not okay.
Laura Anderson also lives near the house and is upset he could be the second sexually violent predator placed in Borrego Springs this year.
It has got to stop. There has got to be a better solution for the whole community, for the city, for the state. They cannot be placed in communities. If this sexually violent predator was not okay to be placed in Rancho Bernardo, was not okay to be placed in Mount Helix and not appropriate, what makes us? Why are we any different? Why do we get dumped on, so to speak?
The residents were joined by local leaders, including State Senator Brian Jones, who said he presented a bill earlier this year to avoid placing sexually violent predators in communities.
Governor Newsom can make the decision and make the declaration that these sexually violent predators will be housed on state property, such as Donovan or other California state properties where they can be monitored.
Until such a bill is passed, County Supervisor Jim Desmond says communities like Borrego Springs will continue to get traumatized.
With this placement or any placement, what this does is it really turns the neighborhoods, turns the people living in their neighborhood, their lives upside down.
No decision was made on Badger's placement in court today, but the judge allowed speakers to voice their opinions. If the judge decides not to place Badger at the Borrego Springs location, the state will have to find another place for him. Tania Thorne, KPBS News.